Brianz, is it?
No, ma'am. It's actually pronounced Brianz.
Are you sure, son? Because the paperwork says Mr. Brianz, and the accounting department is never wrong about the paperwork.
I'm perfectly sure, ma'am. And not to say anything about our wondrous accounting department, but I used to work in that office, and we weren't always correct.
Are you saying that they and you made mistakes?
Well, yes and no. Mistakes were made from time to time, but I never made them. I was a cross-checker, working to correct the mistakes that others made. You know, the politics of good business.
So you're saying that good business is built on bad mistakes?
It depends on who's making the mistakes.
Yes. I see. Well, I will begin by telling you that not many from your department are reassigned to outreach. But in the last little while, we've seen a large influx of reassignments from every department. I mean, I've seen waste management workers, food services, maintenance, even office management, all end up here. I swear everyone and their dog is falling in a downward spiral. And you know, the hours that I put in for you self-loathing sons of bitches. What's important is I am here to usher you into your new role.
So, you'll be my field rep?
Sir, look into these eyes and tell me, do I look like a bottom feeder? Absolutely not. I am an administrator. I administrate. I take senior field office workers with new recruits and help mold them into the field workers we all hope you will become. But before you go into that vast new world of opportunity, and for your sake, Mr. Brianz, success, I do need you to fill out some minor paperwork. This is your acceptance of employment to our department, which includes your pay scale, both starting pay and the time frame for raises. Second is your health benefits, which include medical and dental. And third is the form of confidentiality, which I do not advise you to break. Sign on all the dotted lines and welcome aboard. Next!
That's right, Roger. I've had enough of your bullshit.
That's it, Heather. He just doesn't respect you.
It's like you've stopped respecting me.
You're a beautiful girl, and he treats you like crap.
All the stuff I do for you, and you treat me this way. I need to be treated better. I am one hell of a catch, and any guy would give whatever I ask them to, just to be with me.
You tell him, Heather.
Your last girlfriend wasn't half as hot as I am.
Well, now that's the truth.
Or, for that matter, as smart as I am. I spend every waking moment making myself look good for you and doing things for you and to you that are just disgusting to make you love me.
Yup.
And you treat me like shit. I'm better than this.
Like I said before, you need to leave this guy.
Roger, I really think we should have some time apart. Fine. I hate you, you asshole. If that's how you feel, it's over. I hate him so much. He is such a prick.
Shh. You did the right thing.
I'm beautiful, and he just can't see what I have to give him.
Oh, I know, beautiful. He's such a jerk.
I hate him.
I know you do, honey. Look what he's done to you. I really do think he cheated on you with that other girl.
Why would he cheat on me? I loved him, and he just shits on me like this. I really should go out and find someone, and...
Heather, I gotta step away for a moment, but I really do think you should find someone new, somebody better.
I should find someone to teach him a lesson. Cheat on me? Will he?
Heather, I gotta step away, but we'll pick this up when I come back, okay? I promise.
Mr. Mammon?
Yes, and you would be Mr. Brains, I presume.
No, actually, it's,
From the looks about it, you look like you're a transfer from the accounting department.
What? Well, yes. How did you know?
I've been out on the field for a long time. Out here, eventually, you pick up a lot of the smaller details. Enough of the smaller details, and you piece together the larger ones. Well, Mr. Brains, are you coming, or we're gonna start this training without you?
Excuse me?
Listen, let's get one thing straight. We're not friends, and we're never gonna be friends. Our job is clear. We help guide patients to the right path that they should be on. People randomly walk through life not knowing where they should be or where they belong. And it is our job to take these patients given to us by management and help them on the right path.
Yes, I understand what we do.
Well, you're standing here gawking at me, expect me to shake your hand and tell you that everything is gonna be okay. I do that enough of my day-to-day job. I do not need to do with new recruits.
Oh, sir, I never meant.
It's your job to guide. And even though that I'm here to show you the ropes, I don't want to guide you more than other trainees.
Oh, no, sir, I pick things up quickly.
Okay then. As a client care worker, you must guide these patients with a tender hand. But first, you gotta understand them, okay? You gotta learn details about them, about their lives, and what makes them who they are. At what point did I tell you to look at the folders?
But these folders relate to my clients.
Yeah, very true. But if your nose is stuck in the folders, how are you gonna learn all the wisdom that I'm bestowing upon you? That right there, that's your first client. So tell me a little bit about him.
His name is Herbert Stevens. He's in his early 40s. He's had many other workers before me, none of whom have been able to give him that extra push to keep him on our correct path.
I see you looked through his folder before you got here. So you know the stats. Who cares? That's not gonna help you. Come on, tell me, what else do you see?
I see a man in formal wear eating lunch in a quiet spot in the park.
State the obvious, why don't you? What else do you see?
I see a man wrapped up in a nice glutton package.
For an ex-accountant, I thought you would be better at picking up the details that other people might miss.
There. Right there. He's taken with her.
It isn't a sin to be attracted to beauty, Mr. Brains.
Yes, but the way he looked at her, in that hungry way. He wants more than just love.
If you hold a bone before a dog, he'll drool. Doesn't mean he'll bite. Most men lust for those things he has little hope to one day possess.
Yes, and in his greed, he wants her all to himself, to lock her away for his own evil deeds.
Grasping at straws, are we? You should ignore your surroundings and all the extraneous details. Focus on what is right in front of you.
Finders keepers.
There's something there that'll help you maneuver into a different position.
Finders keepers.
There's nothing wrong with what you see.
I will focus.
One of these things are not like the other.
The sandwiches!
Bingo! Give the man a prize.
Herbert is an unkept slob, a chaotic mess of a man, but the sandwiches scream order.
Open his file, if you would.
He lives with his mother.
I figured it was something like that.
She's taken care of him her whole life. And now that she's sick, he loathes her for it. He hates the fact that he's a grown man living with his sick and dying mother. He does everything she asks, including going to church. Well, he longs for a freer life. It angers him at night. when he's stuck in the prison that he calls home, while his other friends are out living.
Yes! It is in her that lies the key to Herbert Stevens and the way to draw him out of the enemy's camp.
I can see now that you're drawing me into his inner self instead of his outer shell.
Well, of course. Shells can be remade and cast away. What lies within is so much harder to change.
This client has so much potential. Have the other workers been so inept to miss such a simple turning point?
Because everyone wants to do what is easiest. Linger on one or two flaws when there is so much more. Who wants just lust or gluttony when they already exist? Bring forth the wrath, the greed, the envy, the pride. Show that you know how to cook with more than one spice at a time. It is in this you'll find true success. Nice. It is in this that your outreach will do more than just tempt the soul. It will corrupt it.
I will begin by telling you that not many from your department are reassigned to outreach. But with all the potentials in the world, we're finding we can't employ people fast enough to fill all the open positions.